should they mortgage their future basically to bring Kevin Durant to Toronto? What do you think?
A few words. I told you so. That's the first team I thought of, man. When this whole thing dropped, that was the first team I thought of. And I thought maybe I was a little crazy, but I just kept thinking of Kawhi. I kept thinking of what they did to get Kawhi. And obviously it was a different situation because they were trading DeRozan. And I think the key issue here that we have to answer is, do you trade Scotty Barnes for Kevin Durant? And maybe we have to get this out of the way. Like, do we let's assume, because I think this is the key part of it. You just have to assume that Kevin Durant is okay with going there, right? Because I think if you have this discussion, it ultimately comes down to, hey, Kevin, like, we can acquire you. This is our plan for this team. Would you want to come and play here? Especially now that things are starting to get drawn out, and there's not, I don't think that enough teams have the right assets to actually make this work. So Kevin Durant may not just be able to magically go to the Suns. Like, I don't think it's going to work out like that. So if Kevin Durant tells Masai, you know what? Yes, I'm on board. So let's get that out of the way. Not the if Kevin Durant's going to want to stay there. Then I'll throw it back to you. Do you do that? If Kevin Durant is like, yes, I'm on board.
No.
Still no. Okay,
I'm
tell me
saying
why.
no. Because
tell me why.
Judging off the fact that when the Timberwolves called, they asked for both Towns and Edwards and multiple picks.
Yeah.
If Toronto want to make a deal, they're going to have to give up probably Barnes and Siakam and multiple first-round picks. And I don't think KD can come into that Toronto team if they're without Barnes and without Siakam and do what Kawhi Leonard does or did when he came to Toronto. I don't think he's able to do it. I think there's a reason why the Suns and the Heat were his two favorite teams that he wanted to go to, because they're not two teams where he'd have to come in and put the team on his back and do everything. You look at what the team would look like if that was the likely trade. You'd have Van Vliet, Trent Jr., the KD, then probably Chris Boucher and Achua with the likes of like Porter Jr., Thaddeus Young coming off the bench. I mean, that isn't anywhere close to the quality of team that they had when they acquired Kawhi Leonard. So I think it would be a bad move for the Raptors. If it was just Barnes and a couple of first-round picks, then you might think about it. A tandem of Siakam and KD could really cause some ruptions, but I think it would be a mistake for the Raptors to make a trade, to trade their rookie of the year and a guy who really looks like he could be a really capable talent on both ends of the court in this league, and their already all-star Siakam, to get a 34-year-old Kevin Durant.
Thanks for watching Coast to Coast on YouTube. For full episodes, check out the show wherever you get your podcasts. And for all the best hot takes, subscribe to the Coast to Coast YouTube channel below.